Wow, that was a great show that Nolly and I just did. We broke down some great games. We hopefully gave you some good information and found some good numbers for you to get on, cash. And of course, if you want to watch the full show, all you got to do is click on the link below.
All right. Well, definitely, we'll go ahead and move right along. It seems like Max is a big SEC fan. He wants to take care of the whole conference here. He's on Auburn, Vanderbilt here next. We got 5:30 p.m. Pacific, 8:30 Eastern. Auburn 4-7 in the SEC. Vanderbilt, the complete opposite. I heard you did some a little bit earlier. They are just 1-7 in the SEC. I mean, not making much money. 9-5 against the spread. Vanderbilt, an over team. Not typical of what Vanderbilt as of the last few years. They are 11-3 to the over. No wonder why I haven't watched not one of their games this year. I was wondering why. This is a very interesting game to me, Max. I mean, you're talking about uh, the bottom feeders and about the middle of the pack. I don't know if I'd be getting involved in this game, but so I'm really curious to see what you got going here. Auburn has actually lost quite a bit of these matchups against Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt is 19-9 straight up against Auburn in the last 28 matchups. Auburn 2-0 the last three seasons, though, albeit. So Auburn trying to change the guard here. How do you see this game going, Max?
Noli, when I chose these games for this card, I was thinking about our odds.com audience and what they want to watch and wager on, whether they're tailing me or fading me. Hopefully, they make money whatever way they decide to go. But I'll tell you, how could I leave Auburn and Vanderbilt off the docket? When you go to Auburn University, there probably are a good deal of classes that you may take during your time there that you look out the window when you want to see something other than your professor, and you see cow fields and cows dropping turds. So, as a Roll Tide Nick Saban fan, I ask, really? That's what you want to look out the window and see? Sad, sad Tiger fans. Well, luckily, these Tiger fans have an opportunity to get back on the horse. They had a tough loss against Ole Miss. And the bottom line is, Bruce Pearl said it. Every beat writers wrote about it. You can see when you watch their game, they have major challenges on defense. There is lots of room to grow for this young team. And while they are one of the youngest teams in the Power Five, they are not, it's not an excuse anymore. They played a lot of games. They should be acclimated. And if they aren't, that just means that they may be the type that need to sit on the bench and not see playing time. With Auburn, they need to just really do some simple things that are correctable. You need to just be a better help defender, and you got to do a better job of keeping your man in front of you so you don't need that help defender to come over. I think that with their switching and their communication on the court, I think that that's something that needs work. But I think that Sharif Cooper, as he gets more adjusted, is going to be able to take care of that. I think that this has obviously been a big adjustment for a lot of these freshmen from high school to the SEC strength, quality, and size. So take your anger out on Vandy, you know? Vandy with Maxwell Evans, with Scottie Pippen Jr., Dylan Disu. They don't have a ton of depth, but they got guys that can play, so you better put them down early. With guys like Devin Cambridge and Sharif Cooper and JT Thor, you have a multitude of different guys that can score for you and create for you in different ways. JT Thor is going to run the floor. Sharif Cooper is going to be 10 plus assists in the game and maybe give you 25. I think that with Vandy, you may end up having trouble getting separation early on in the game, but you will be able to pressure them and press them late, and they do have a tendency to fade as the game goes on. Punish their 3-point defense, 42%. you got to fucking hit threes against them if you can. Then we're not going to have much ass clenching. We're not going to have to call them the heavy duty equipment to unclench my ass. I'm looking at Auburn in this spot. I think that if they can limit Vandy's free throw trips, win the turnover battle, and get Sharif Cooper going, Auburn's going to fucking cover this number. I would like to get a 5. If I can only get a 5.5, I may have to switch, but at 5, I will take Auburn. Nolly, give me good news, please.
Yeah, I just feel sorry for your chair with all that ass clenching. But I do see I will be able to give you a 5 here. Shopping around once again, being vital in this moment. -5 plus 100 at Fox Bet available right now.
Choo choo. I'm getting on that train.
Oh, I love seeing that plus 100. Even if it's not plus complete plus money, even money is just as good. Just don't reach in my pocket.